A beautiful summer night in Southern California as the Reds and Angels get set to take the field. It's coming up right here on FS1. MLB on FS1 pregame is sponsored by Geico. Slide on into our home field, our LA studios. Mike Hill with the D-Train, Dontrell Willis getting you ready for some interleague baseball. Reds and the Angels coming up on FS1. Cincinnati trying to make a rare postseason appearance. As you can see, they've only made it 5 times since they won it all back in 1990, with the last time coming during the COVID year of the 2020 season. So, D-Train, what will it take for this Reds club to reach the playoffs this season?
For me, it starts in the mound and really that rotation. Getting Green back in the rotation is a huge boost. You have Singer, that 1-2 punch. They have one of the toughest remaining schedules in all of baseball. So for them to get in the postseason, you have to be able to throw quality day in and day out and take pressure off that offense so it's not a shootout every single game.
Of course, Ellie De La Cruz is going to be in control of that offense, but they got the manager, they got the right person inside the dugout calling all the shots, and Terry Francona, a proven winner. How much credit does he deserve for the surprising season they've had so far?
A ton of credit, especially when they struggled in the beginning of the season. His positivity, his role, his belief really set the tone, not only in that locker room, but really in that organization. That's why they went and got him, and that's why they're in the position they are to have a chance to get in the postseason. But he's someone that believes in every single guy in that locker room, and he's going to put them in the best possible situation to be successful. So he's having fun in that dugout. They're having fun in that dugout as well. And so I think it's really resonated in that organization because they have Terry Francona at the helm.
I think superstars deserve to go to the postseason, and Ellie De La Cruz is one of those superstars. How exciting would it be to see him in postseason play?
Lights, camera, action. Yeah. He's one of the best to do it. The cover boy, especially MLB, the show. Yeah. He can do it all. Hit for power, run for speed, has a cannon. You want to see him when the lights are brightest.
If you had to predict, and I know it's still early, I know it's still a lot of baseball left, less than 6 weeks to go in the regular season, will they make that run? Will they get into the postseason? And once again, what will it take for them to do it down the stretch?
Oh, you know I played for the Reds.
I know.
I love the Reds.
Yeah.
It's going to be difficult, but if the Mets continue to struggle, they might be able to sneak in. But again, that's going to be a tough road. They not only have one, but they have 2 West Coast swings. That's going to be very difficult. I think that's going to make the break the rest of their season as well.
And once again, Terry Francona, the right man for the job to try and help this young team get into the postseason. Hey, coming up next is Kevin Kugler and Eric Harrells on the call for the Reds and Angels. That's coming up right after the break, right here on FS1. Stick around for that.
I'm glad we got Jersey Mike's for lunch.
Yeah, this sub bowl looks great. Wait, why is Danny DeVito fishing in here?
Oh, that doesn't matter. This is a Jersey Mike's commercial. So what matters most is your sub and that sub bowl, freshly sliced. That's what matters.
I don't think you're allowed to do that.
It's okay. I'm feeding the fish provolone.
Yeah, but
That wasn't provolone.
Where the subs matter most. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
I'm an overpowered leaf blower, and I'm not exactly street legal. And if you don't have the right auto coverage, this could really blow your budget. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
With hundreds of sales every week, eat well for less at Whole Foods Market.
With hotels and vacation rentals, Booking.com has something for everyone.
Seashells! You got anything more boutique?
Oui, right this way.
Now we're talking.
What about something more family-friendly?
Maybe a resort with a water park?
Or somewhere less family-friendly?
Yep, one Vegas hotel for the bride-to-be.
What if we hate everything?
We have free cancellation. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, Booking.com.
With 12 grams of protein in every serving, Quaker Protein Instant Oatmeal is there for active mornings, friendly competition, and big moves. Quaker, Bring out the good.
We have down here and one up there.
Nope.
So I just kept going.
This is ours?
I just kept going.
People, they're good for squad goals and squad. People are good for these kinds of cheers and these kinds of cheers. Jim Beam, best enjoyed together. Official spirit of U.S. soccer.
And we welcome you to Anaheim, California, where tonight the Cincinnati Reds have come to town to start a 3-game series with the Los Angeles Angels as the Reds try to chase down the wild card in the National League, and it helped yesterday to get a win over the Brewers, knocking them out of their 14-game winning streak, a walk-off winner for the Reds to salvage the 3rd game of that series, and it puts them squarely in the hunt for the National League wild card. Cubs losing earlier today. The 2nd game of their doubleheader with the Brewers got rained out, so Chicago still leading the wild card. Padres a game back in that number 2 wild card spot, and the Reds a game and a half behind the Mets for the last spot in the postseason. That walk-off certainly helped the Cincinnati Reds, and as we get set for this one, the starting lineup for the Cincinnati Reds: TJ Friedl, Gavin Lux, Ellie De La Cruz, Austin Hayes, Noelvi Marte, Spencer Steer, Jose Trevino, Ke'Bryan Hayes, and Matt McLain rounding out the starting 9 for the Cincinnati Reds. Alongside Eric Karros, I'm Kevin Kugler, and as we get set for this one, Terry Francona has his Reds going in the right direction, EK.
Certainly in the right direction, but a big hill to climb. They've been playing better as of late, won 13 of their last 23, but they're going to have to get hot because they have a huge road, not only trying to make up ground, but the schedule that they've got ahead of them, it's daunting.
Starts tonight, 21 of the final 37 on the road for the Reds, and this is the start of a 3-city West Coast trip, and the Reds did not get any help from the schedule makers. They still have this West Coast swing and one more West Coast swing before the season comes to a close. They get to look at young Victor Mederos tonight, the right-hander, 24 years old, making his 2nd major league start. It was a short start his last time out, just went 4 innings. You see the numbers this season for Mederos, who has been a reliever but moved into a starting role against the Dodgers his last time out, and now going to work as a starter one more time.
Yeah, how about that? Your first big league start, and you have to face the Dodger lineup. He went 4 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, did give up a home run. A little erratic, probably had the adrenaline going, 3 walks. This is what he's going to do, that sinker slider. That's predominantly what he is going to attack hitters with, the sweeper every once in a while. But if that sinker is moving and running hard in on the right-handed hitters, that means he's going to have some success.
And you check out the defense for the Angels. Ward, Teodosio, and Adele from left to right in the outfield. On the infield, Moncada, Neto, the reigning American League Player of the Week, Christian Moore, Nolan Shawnowell, and Logan O'Hoppe behind the plate tonight for the Angels. And General Manager Ray Montgomery expects a little bit more from Mederos tonight. He was on 3 days rest that first start, and he said he's on 6 days rest for this one. Feels like he might be able to get a little bit more out of the young right-hander tonight.
Yeah, certainly hope so. And again, building off of that last start against the Dodgers.
It'll be TJ Friedl who will lead things off for the Cincinnati Reds. Friedl, the lowest swing rate on first pitches in Major League Baseball, so don't expect him to go up there hack, and that's why Terry Francona has him in the leadoff spot, 6th overall as far as lowest swing rate in Major League Baseball. He'll take some pitches, he'll look for one to hit, but he's been struggling of late, just 5 of his last 35 at the plate. See the numbers on the season for Friedl, 267 the average, 10 home runs, 39 runs driven in. And takes that first pitch as expected, and he takes a strike, and we're underway. On the ground, and that's a base hit through the right side for Friedl. So Friedl aboard to start things off for Cincinnati here in the first.
Certainly setting the tone. Again, Mederos is going to get a ton of ground balls when he's going right. That thing just finds some space. Came off the bat at 90 miles an hour, but got to the outfield.
And that'll bring up the red-hot Gavin Lux, hitting .378 in the month of August. Only Shohei Ohtani has been better this month than Gavin Lux. First pitch swinging, and he fouls it away.
Yeah, he's had stretches where he can get going. I know when he was with the Dodgers, he spent most of the second half last year where he was one of the best hitters in all of baseball. I'm not talking about a month. I'm talking about the second half.
Wave and a miss on that changeup, but he's down 2 strikes. Came over in January from the Dodgers to the Reds. Former first-round pick from Los Angeles in 2016. The 0-2, and Lux puts a charge in this one deep toward right. Adele looking up, and it is gone. Gavin Lux, his 5th home run of the year, a 2-run blast, and an early 2-0 lead for Cincinnati.
That's an 0-2 pitch. The location up in the zone. It was a changeup. Obviously not where Medeiros wanted to throw it. He had things just float up there. Came off the bat at 100 miles an hour. And one swing of the bat, 2 runs.
And now Medeiros has to deal with Elly De La Cruz. Still nobody out and 2 in. And he misses wide of the zone with the slider, and it's 1-0. Ball 1 strike to Elly De La Cruz. Gavin Lux, his 5th home run of the season. RBIs 46 and 47. Second 0-2 home run of the season. He's only got 5 home runs in all. He gets to an 0-2 count, and apparently that's where the power comes from.
Well, it's kind of crazy because sometimes as a hitter, all you're trying to do is just put the bat on the ball. You're not over swinging, not trying to do too much. Now, I certainly wouldn't recommend that if you're a power hitter to just try to get yourself in an 0-2 count.
I will not find that in the Eric Karros Guide to Hitting book that's coming out soon.
Yeah, right.
First, get in a big hole. 2 balls, 2 strikes. De La Cruz on the ground. Over to get it is Neto. The flip over to first in time to get the speedy De La Cruz. And there's the first out of the first inning. Reds have won 8 straight games against the Angels. For whatever reason, when these teams have played, the Reds have had their number. Wave and a miss. Austin Hayes aggressive on that first offering from Medeiros to chase that one out of the zone. The hero of yesterday with the walk-off base hit in the 10th. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, both these teams played extra inning ball games. Obviously huge for the Reds just to salvage the series, as was the same with the Angels.
Swing and a miss on that sweeper. Kept the Reds in a very rare category. They've not been swept this season in any series. All in the National League Central. Reds, Cubs, Brewers. The 1-2. And Medeiros even with Hayes, 2-2.
Matt McLean right there, Southern California kid.
Oh, broken bat on a jam shot. Neto on the charge. The throw to first, and it's unable to be dug by Shawnowell. It was going to be a bang-bang play at first anyway. As Austin Hayes beats it out, Neto helps clean up the bat.
And Neto does a nice job of coming in there. Shonwell makes his stretch and kind of gets his feet planted, and that ball has a little run to it, little sink, and not able to make the adjustment.
So a base hit for Austin Hayes, and Noelvi Marte will check in. Brings an 8-game hitting streak into tonight's game. The average up to 296 thanks to a 441 average in the streak. One ball, one strike. Something off on that sweeper, and it's 1-2.
I mean, Medeiros finds himself down 2-0, but 3 ground balls so far. Just that 0-2 pitch to Lux has changed the whole complexion of this inning.
Ground ball single by Friedel. That infield shot from Hayes, and the ground out to short off the bat of De La Cruz. Tried to catch that outside corner and just missed low, and it's 2-2. And on the 2-2, rifle foul off the net along the first baseline. Already the 21st pitch of this first inning for Victor Medeiros. Did he go around? Yes, he did. And that's a strikeout. Marte chasing that one way out of the zone, and there's 2 gone in the first.
Again, diving that sinker in on the right-handed hitter's hands and then setting up that slider away. He's been effective with the slider away. They haven't really had an answer for that yet. As you mentioned, just the second out, it seems like we've been here for, all evening already. Just a lot of work from Medeiros so far.
Imagine how he feels out there on the hill. The 0-1 in on the hands of Spencer Steer, and he fights it off foul, and that looks like he broke his bat. He'll have to get a new one. It's the second broken bat of the inning.
Again, outside of that ball that Lux hit, he's missing the barrels. Steer hit a ball, Friedel hit a ball with 90 miles an hour, but that doesn't constitute hard hit.
Spencer Steer got some new equipment, ready to go to work, down 0-2. Hayes over at first. And it's 1-2 on Steer. Medeiros, a former 6th-round pick of the Angels in 2022, began his college career at Miami, then went to Oklahoma State to finish up. The 1-2. 2-2 now on Steer.
Steer doing a nice job of laying off that sweeper. Tried to get him twice after having him 0-2.
Now 2-2. Hit high in the air, right center field. Teodosio and Waddell combine, and they cannot get there as it falls into the gap. To third on the play goes Hayes. Steer with a base hit. Runners at the corners, and 2 down in the first.
Again, much like that changeup that he threw to Lux, just misses location badly, and this ball, a sinker just up in the zone. Steer doing a nice job at fighting that thing off and finding the gap in right center.
Now Barry Enright out, Angels pitching coach to talk with the young right-hander who has to continue in an inning in which he's already thrown 26 pitches.
Yeah, been out there, a lot of traffic. And he's had some misfortune as well. And then also you look at the scoreboard and you're down 2-0. Now you're just trying to keep it at that.
Jose Trevino will settle in after the meeting adjourns at the mound. And Trevino to work. .255 average for the Angels catcher. He's hit 4 long balls. And the first pitch, a strike. And Trevino down the line in left. Ward drifting back. He'll have room to make the catch. And the side is retired. 2 left. 2 score thanks to the Gavin Lux 2-run homer. Number 2 puts 2 up for the Reds in the first.
Still dealing with moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease symptoms despite treatment? Put them in check with Rinvoq. Rinvoq works differently, and it's a once-daily pill.
When symptoms try to take control, I got rapid relief with Rinvoq. Check.
Rinvoq helped visibly repair my intestinal lining. Check.
I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
Rapid symptom relief, visible repair of the intestinal lining,
and lasting steroid-free remission. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50+ with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
put UC and Crohn's in check, and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Gatorade has the #1 proven electrolyte blend designed to hydrate better than water. Made to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. So you can lose more sweat and earn a place in history. Gatorade. Is it in you? Peekaboo.
If your grandpa wears one of these, if your husband wears these on the weekend, if your mom wore this, or if your wife wears this, you can count on USAA. Membership for the spouses, kids, and then grandkids of those who served. Count on us. Count on USAA. See if you can join USAA today.
The Colonel believed his KFC chicken sandwich should be huge on flavor. Tender chicken, crisp pickles, but with a tiny $3.99 price. Oh, that crumb looks giant next to that tiny price. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. The $3.99 KFC chicken sandwich.
Zach Neto, Nolan Shawnowell, Mike Trout, Taylor Ward, Yohan Moncada, Joe Adell, Christian Moore, Logan O'Hoppe, and Bryce Teodosio rounding out the batting order for the Angels tonight as Zach Neto will go to work against right-hander Brady Singer. First pitch swinging, and Neto on the ground. Key Brian Hayes plucks and throws across in time. 1 pitch and a nice play by Hayes at third to help out Brady Singer, making his 25th start of the year.
Yeah, coming off a pretty good start against the Philadelphia Phillies. Went 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, no walks, 6 strikeouts. Having a real nice year for these Reds. Loves a sinker. Very much like Medeiros in that he's a sinker slider guy. Will mix around with the 4-seamer every once in a while. But he's been good in August. He had one hiccup against the Pirates, but outside of that, he had 2 outstanding starts.
He's been such a different pitcher at home versus the road. You see last Tuesday against the Phillies, 6 innings, 3 hits, shutout baseball against a terrific ball club, no walks, 6 strikeouts. But on the road this year, an earned run average of over 6 for Brady Singer. His last 2 road starts, 11 earned runs allowed against the Nationals and the Pirates.
And you just wonder, is that something, is it a routine? Is it a familiarity of being at home? You know, is it having to weight as far as, you know, when you go out on the mound because your team's hitting first at home and on the road. I mean, I'm sorry, on the road.
The 2-2 to Shawnuel. Held up before he went around on that high fastball, and it's 3-2. Still 3-2 on Shawnuel. Singer 3-1 in his last 4 starts, an earned run average under 2. And Shawnuel on the 3-2 loops that one into center for a base hit. So Shawnuel aboard ahead of Mike Trout. An 18-game on-base streak for Trout. He has been stuck on 20 home runs for the season and on 398 in his career. First pitch fastball at the bottom of the zone for a strike. Since he hit number 398, 5 for 30 with nary an extra base hit in 9 games. Wide of the zone, 1-1, and of course, anytime you get to one of those round numbers, EK, the anticipation ramps up. Everybody wants to see 400 home runs, and we'll see it eventually from Mike Trout. One of the best to play, the 1-1 and a swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
Well, you see Singer goes with that sinker up in the zone. He started him off low in the zone, and that's the nitro spot for Mike Trout. Interesting thing for Singer this year, not once has he given up multiple home runs in a game.
Two balls, 2 strikes, which is surprising, especially considering those home road splits that we showed you. You'd think when you're giving up 6 earned runs per 9 on the road, you'd have one game at least with multiple home runs. 3-2 now to Trout. Back-to-back 3-2 counts from Singer. Taylor Ward and his 29 home runs waiting on deck. The 3-2 to Trout, and it's ball 4. So now a 19-game on-base streak as Trout draws a first-inning walk, and there's 2 on with only 1 out.
Well, this is kind of holding true to that road split that you were talking about. Taylor Ward, most productive hitter on this Angel Ball Club.
29 home runs, 90 runs driven in. He's reached in 13 straight. First pitch swinging down the line and right. That's a fair ball rolling into the corner. Rounding third is Shawnuel. He will score. Stopping at third is Trout. It's an RBI double for Taylor Ward. His 91st RBI of the year and a 2-1 ball game.
He is the run producer, just an RBI machine. Sits in that middle of the lineup. Doesn't waste any time. Jumps on that very first pitch.
So now 2 runners in scoring position, only 1 out, and Yohan Moncada a swing and a miss on the first offering from Brady Singer. This is Moncada's 26th at-bat in his career against Singer. He's hitting just .240 against him. Does have a home run. And the count evens up 1-1. Wave and a miss. Good sweeper from Singer, and it's 1-2.
Corners are in for the Angels. Shawnuel trying to cut the run off.
And line into the glove of Steer. The throw to second, double play. Corners were in. Steer was waiting. Snared the line drive to second for the second out, and a 2-1 game after one.
Let's talk salary.
Great. What do you typically offer for this role?
It's competitive.
And if it was a number, it would be...
A competitive number.
With Indeed, you can avoid awkward salary conversations from the start.
Whoa, a number.
Is it competitive?
Did you know people are 90% more likely to eat breakfast when they're with their crew? And at Wendy's, you can all have 2 of your select faves for just $3. Everyone gets what they want. Yeah, I totally made up that stat. $3 breakfast? Gotta be Wendy's.
The story for this team has yet to be written.
We've never seen anything quite like this.
Arch Manning, what a throw! This is gonna be a war right now.
This is the FedEx Cup playoffs. And this year, tough just got tougher.
Storm damage to your home turns your world upside down. So when disaster strikes, what do? Call Midwest Complete Construction. We're here to help make repairing your home easy on you. We work with you and your insurance company. We'll be at your home within a day, walk you through the process, and stay with you from beginning to end. Call us to check for storm damage and for your free assessment. Midwest Complete Construction, building relationships one project at a time.
Feeling Claritin Clear is like...
Is she?
Letting her imagination run wild even though she has allergies? Yeah.
Cardinals have one of the best unis in MLB. This is real loyalty here. Cubbies! Gotta rep them fresh.
Bam! Go Phillies!
Hit up MLBshop.com for the largest and latest selection of jerseys, caps, hoodies, and accessories to keep you in the game all year long. Gear up, game on at MLBshop.com, the official online shop of Major League Baseball. Ke'Bryan Hayes to lead things off for the Reds, 8-9, and then back to the top of the order against the right-hander Victor Medeiros, who gave up a 2-run homer to Gavin Lux in a tightrope first inning. He walked that tightrope, had a 2, and now Hayes grounds out to second for the first out in the second, as Medeiros looks for a much cleaner and sharper second inning on the hill. There's the California native Matt McClain, back in his home state and ready to go to work.
Yeah, this is a kid that was so dynamic for him a couple of years ago, and then injury bug got him for last year. And he just hasn't been able to get on track. He's a guy that belongs, 1-2 in the lineup. Power, speed, pesky as heck, drive the ball.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Yeah, his OPS last year, 864, 637 entering play tonight. And on the road, he's struggled even more, just a 586 OPS on the road. But maybe being back home will spark something with Matt McClain. He grew up about 9 miles from Angel Stadium, Beckman High School product out of Irvine. A former UCLA Bruin. The 2-2. And that's a cold third strike. Good sinker at the bottom of the zone from Medeiros, and there's 2 gone in the second.
And you talk about location right there, a little bit of movement and then just staying at the bottom part of the zone. Got 2 quick outs, got to get that third, especially after that long first inning. Working on 8 pitches so far in this second.
There's T.J. Friedel, who's good to take a couple of pitches in every at-bat, and he takes the slider low and away for a ball. He singled and scored on Gavin Lux homer in the first. Two balls, no strikes to Friedel. Victor Medeiros into the line, and the 2-0 is chopped on the ground. That's a foul ball. 2-1 to Friedel.
Good spot right there for Medeiros. He started that sinker and he was off the plate with a left-handed hitter. Sometimes you give up on that. Comes back over, but Friedel, he was in swing mode right there. 2-0.
Now 3-1 on Friedel. There's Gavin Lux waiting for a chance. The 3-1. And it's ball 4. So a 2-out walk to Friedel, and it gives Gavin Lux a chance once more. What'd he do last inning? Oh, a 2-run shot.
Yeah, Medeiros had him 0-2 and then just left a changeup. Top part of the zone, middle part of the plate. Gavin didn't miss it. He hadn't missed much in August.
We talked about it when he was up the first time. 378 coming into the month of August. Anytime you're in one of those statistics with Shohei Ohtani being the only one better than you, you know you're in a pretty good groove. First pitch swinging, and he pokes it through the left side for a base hit. Rounding second, headed for third is Friedel, and the Reds with a 2-out threat. A walk, and Gavin Lux's second hit of the night.
This is just where a young pitcher, he's got the 2 outs and needed to get that third, and falls behind to Friedel, ends up only throwing him 1 strike, walking him, and Lux beats him on a fastball here, and now you got trouble.
Ellie De La Cruz at the plate. 2 on, 2 out. He has killed interleague pitching this year. An OPS of 1,000 against American League arms. First pitch, and he fouls it away. See where he ranks on this team. Runs, hits, homers, RBIs, stolen bases. Top of the list across the board. Grounded out in the first inning. And now the 0-1 to De La Cruz. And now in the hole is Ellie De La Cruz, 0-2.
You know, we just saw that list, and he's first in all the team ranks, which speaks how great he is, but it's also, you need some contributions elsewhere. You need some other guys doing some things.
The 0-2 cold, third strike. Top of the zone, freezes De La Cruz, and the Reds leave 2 in the second.
Americans, we can do anything we want, except one thing. We just can't stop being American. So get out there, take your swing, rev your engines and let freedom ring, and never, ever, ever stop being American. Nothing stops America, and nothing stops Ram.
Right now, during the Ram Make This the Summer event, get 10% below MSRP, or get 1.9% financing for 72 months on select 2025 Ram 1500 models.
Today, let's stain with Bear.
Today we're
This
not.
is so great. I've been telling him for months.
There's been a lot of rain.
With Bear stains, your deck will have all-weather protection.
Oh.
Get the #1 rated stain at an everyday low price, only at the Home Depot.
Sarah Benzino, Brandon Coley, Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
Yeah! Woo! What'd she call Harper?
Oh, you mean Jablonski Auto Body, LLC.
We actually sold the Twins naming rights.
You know, like stadiums do. Kids are so expensive these days. Here he comes.
Oasis Breeze Tan and Spa.
If you need a tan, I'm your man. Could do business with you.
Or we can look at some investment options for you.
Works for us.
The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
Why is Special K so special? The multigrain flakes? Oh, right, I see. It's the real fruit. Oh, wait. Can you go back to the berries? Special K. Special for a reason.
Thursday, it's baseball night in America on Fox. Bregman leads the Red Sox against Judge and the rival Yankees. Or Astros, Orioles. It's a special baseball night in America, Thursday at 7 Eastern on Fox.
It all comes down to this. The final battle for the championship heads to Live Golf, Michigan.
Oh, yes!
The second round tees off Saturday at noon Eastern, and the final round is Sunday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, live on Fox.
Joe Adele at the plate to lead things off. Takes ball one from Brady Singer. Christian Moore, Logan O'Hoppe to follow here in the Angels' second. 1-0 is fouled away. 1-1 to Adele. 228 the average this year, but the power has been on this season for Adele. 26 home runs. Adele through the right side, and that's a base hit. Adele with an aggressive turn, but he'll put on the brakes with a solid single to start off this second inning for the Angels.
Yeah, the organization has certainly been patient with Adele. Last couple of years, he's had opportunities, and it hasn't clicked. But in his defense, he's had different hitting coaches. There's been a lot of change and coming at him with different approaches. But this year, he's finally settled in and really shown the power.
First round pick out of high school back in 2017 by the Angels. Here's Christian Moore. He fouled that one straight back. That slider, pretty good hitting spot for Moore. You see the numbers for Christian Moore. The 8th overall pick in the 2024 draft. In the lineup for just the 4th time in the last 9 games. The 0-1 hit hard. Ke'Bryan Hayes able to grab it to second for one and on to first and around the horn double play even with the bobble. Started by Hayes at third, and there's 2 down in the second.
Well, because that ball was hit so hard, 105 miles an hour off the bat, Hayes does a nice job of just corralling that thing, and then he doesn't panic. He grabs that thing with his glove, makes the transfer, good strong throw, but as I said, 105 off the bat. Moore wasn't able to get out quick enough.
So now 2 down, and Logan O'Hoppe takes a strike. You see why Ke'Bryan Hayes was sought after by the Reds at the deadline. The bat has not necessarily been there, but the glove has been there since he came up to the big leagues with the Pirates.
Yeah, the glove has always been there. And I think, the Pirates were hoping that he would develop into a more productive hitter. It just hasn't happened. Maybe a change of scenery. But you mentioned, as far as defensive third baseman, nobody better in the big leagues.
Trying to help a defense that has really struggled this year. It's been one of the Reds' weak spots. 8th most errors overall in Major League Baseball. The 1-2 to O'Hoppe. Fouls it away. Ball, 2 strikes. High and tight, and O'Hoppe will dust himself off. 2-2. Full count to O'Hoppe. Balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, bases empty. On the ground, left side, there's Hayes again, flips across, and the inning is over. A promising start ends with a whimper after the double play started by Hayes.
Cancer isn't me. It's something I treat. And the less time I spend treating my cancer, the better. This is me.
Discover an injectable immunotherapy, Opdivo Qvantig, for certain previously treated adults whose kidney cancer has spread. Unlike an infusion that takes 30 minutes, Opdivo Qvantig lets you receive treatment quickly in as little as 3 minutes. Opdivo Qvantig is an immunotherapy that works with your immune system to help fight cancer. Opdivo Qvantig can cause your immune system to harm healthy parts of your body during and after treatment. These problems can be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, eye problems, extreme tiredness, changes in appetite, thirst, or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain or fever. Report severe or persistent muscle or joint pain. Tell your doctor if you have myasthenia gravis or Guillain-Barré syndrome. Immune system problems include Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or lupus. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems, if you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant or receive chest radiation. Opdivo Qvantig can harm your unborn baby.
A chance to live longer. A treatment that's faster.
Ask your doctor about Opdivo Qvantig. See OpdivoQvantig.com for more information.
Red Bull gives you wings.
My kids can't hide anything from me.
I'm home.
Especially when they've been using toilet paper that doesn't hold up.
Charmin Ultra Strong has a diamond weave texture that's more durable. And it cleans better, so you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Victor Medeiros gave up a 2-run homer to Gavin Lux in the first inning. Played with a little fire with 2 out in the second, but came away unscathed, and now starts off the third inning in a 2-1 ball game, facing the Reds' 4, 5, and 6 hitters: Austin Hayes, Noelvi Marte, and Spencer Steer. With Eric Karros and our entire Fox crew, I'm Kevin Kugler. Good to have you with us. West Coast baseball on a Monday night. Reds right in the thick of the wild card chase in the National League. Angels right now on the outside looking in the AL, as the first pitch to Hayes misses low and away for ball 1. Ball 2 high and away. Hayes on the 2-0, ropes it to left, and slipping down is Taylor Ward. He was trying to round it off, and instead it gets by him. Rounding second, headed for third is Hayes, sliding in safely. It'll be a leadoff triple thanks to the slip and left from Taylor Ward.
This ball in off the plate, doesn't hit it all that hard, and Ward gets into no man's land. He's committed, and then he tries to pull up, loses his footing, and then it's, oh, geez.
5th triple of the season for Austin Hayes, and a strike to Noelvi Marte. Infield in a 2-1 ball game. Quickly 0-2 on Marte, and nothing Medeiros would like more than a strikeout here.
He's got to go with that slider off the plate and hope that Medeiros fishes at it. If he does hit it, it's soft contact somewhere where the infield can make a play. Cannot have the ball up in the zone. Cannot be up in the zone here.
No balls, 2 strikes. Marte struck out in the first. He was up, but way out of the zone with that sweeper. It's still 0-2.
Yeah, and the problem is a hitter right now, especially with the infield in, all you're trying to do is catch the ball. And if it's up in the zone, you just kind of flip it to the outfield and get a sac fly.
The 0-2 into the glove of a leaping Christian Moore with the infield in at second. And that little looper is good as a strikeout for Medeiros. There's one gone and the runner's still at third.
That's a third bat that he's got tonight. And he is just breaking bats left and right. That one a sinker at 96 miles an hour, just right in on the hands.
Infield remains in with one out for Spencer Steer. And a first pitch strike. Steer singled in the first. And the 0-1 popped up. Foul territory. Moncada makes the catch. And there's two gone. Medeiros, after the lead-off triple, got two weak pop-ups on the infield and has a chance to get out of the inning with no damage done.
Yeah, one pitch away from doing a magic trick right now. You lead off triple, you're thinking, well, that run's going to score. Here we are, two hitters later.
Jose Trevino now looks at that sinker high for ball one. Infield back to its normal depth with two down now. Trevino trying to deliver a two-out hit for the Reds. 2-0.
You know, once that runner got to third base, the sinker's been up around 96, 97 miles an hour. Medeiros has had a little extra on it.
A little adrenaline going, right? But now 3-0 on Trevino. Brian Hayes is on deck. And the walk puts runners at the corners with two out for Hayes.
I mean, that was a four-pitch walk, and again, it's almost like he kind of let up. He's really bearing down on the previous two hitters after that leadoff triple, and you know, good for everybody to come out, just give him a little break here, a little breather, get him back on track.
He has just not wanted to take an easy inning tonight, no matter what he's had. He had the early woes in the first, and then the Reds had another late threat in the first. Two out runners on the corners in the second, and then a leadoff triple here in the third. And he's been pitching in danger throughout this inning, but still just a 2-1 ball game.
Right, and those two runs happened after the first two hitters. Again, you hit it right on the head. He hasn't been making it easy for himself. You look at that last inning, the first two hitters, he was 7 pitches in and he had 2 outs.
Now closing in on 60 pitches. We're not even through the third inning. Here's Hayes, who grounded out in the second. And it's ball one, low and away.
5 straight now.
There's a strike, and it's 1-1. Runners at the corners, 2 down. And Medeiros steals to Hayes. Shaw's missed. Not by much, but a little low, says Chris Conroy behind the plate. The 2-1, and Hayes to left, but Ward is there. Keeps his footing, makes the catch. A leadoff triple, left stranded at third. Still 2-1 in Anaheim.
It's all happening too fast.
What, you nervous about the wedding?
No, it's the house, dude. We got approved.
Bro, don't stress. This house, it's the one.
Speaking of the one, caterer. We need a caterer.
People, they're good for squad goals and squad. People are good for these kinds of cheers and these kinds of cheers. Jim Beam, best enjoyed together. Official spirit of U.S. soccer.
Meet Aaron Judge.
Aaron is the captain of the New York Yankees. What a great leader. He's won MVP 2 times. He's also the most dangerous man on the planet with a bat in his hands. Aaron signs every autograph and tattoos every baseball. Aaron foots the bill, then robs you blind. Aaron's a good guy, the best. Unless you're a pitcher.
Power to get the job done. Technology to make it easier. Tried and tested quality to keep you moving forward. The only thing left to add is you. Then you'll understand how life is better on a Honda.
For Honda ATVs, Hawkeye Motorworks in Davenport. HawkeyeMotorworks.com.
It's the Quad Cities Used Car Summer Celebration at Highland Toyota. Choose from hundreds of SUVs, trucks, 4x4s, all-wheel drives, hybrids, certified and economy vehicles from just $99.75. Scan the QR code to claim discount. Buy a certified Toyota. Get a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. No payments for 90 days. Plus, Highland Toyota will pay top dollar to buy your used vehicle. Highland Toyota on John Deere Road and 53rd Street, Moline. Or HighlandToyota.com. We've got the inventory.
Thursday, the game's most historic rivalry takes center stage as Alex Bregman and the Red Sox take on Aaron Judge and the Yankees, or the Astros battle the Orioles. Check local listings for the game in your area. Thursday, 7 Eastern on Fox. Off the heel of Singer to Hayes to first. He got him! A kick save and a beauty from Brady Singer. The assist to Hayes, who fires to first for out number 1.
I'm thinking there's no way they got him. He is so fast. Teodosio is as good as there is. He just cat-like gets out there and bare hands that thing. Wow.
I mean, Ke'Bryan Hayes is elite at first base, or third base rather. I mean, just elite.
I thought no way, because again, Teodosio can absolutely move. The minute that ball went off of Singer's foot, I'm thinking, you're going to have to eat that.
And that's why the Reds pitching staff was delighted to see Ke'Bryan Hayes show up at the deadline. Talk about shoring up your infield. Another out saved by Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Right, you know, you can swallow a little less offensively, from the third base spot. You're getting that kind of defense.
He's had 4 balls hit in his direction tonight, including the last 3 batters, and this one will not go his way. A little looper, and it's going to drop. Spencer Steer trying to get out there and get it, but it's a foul ball. Zach Neto will head back and grab a bat.
And you see McLean, he's way out of the picture right there. You know, Steer just kind of drifting after it. Doesn't really do a great job of running to a spot and then trying to at least come around it a little bit. Tried to just catch that with his back to the home plate, unable to do so. You don't want to give a guy like Neto another opportunity either.
American League Player of the Week this week, slugging .757 over the last 9 games. Another 2020 season for Neto, just the 3rd player in Angels history with back-to-back 20 home run, 20 stolen base seasons. 3 balls, 2 strikes. One of the others bats 3rd in the lineup, Mike Trout. Don Baylor, the 3rd. Three balls, 2 strikes to Neto. And a foul ball up the third baseline. 3-2 pitch. Hit in the air, deep toward left. Hayes on the run. He'll play it off the base of the wall. Neto chugging for second. Here comes the throw offline, and Neto with a one-out double.
A slider that didn't really slide right there. As I said, you just don't want to give Neto any opportunity. If you can retire him, you got to do so. And Steer not making that catch in foul territory allows Neto to get an opportunity, and he's standing on second base.
And here's Nolan Shaunawell with a chance to tie this ball game.
You know, and we talked about it. It's been something. You know, the Reds defense has been an issue all year long. Now, that play that Steer didn't make isn't going to show up in the box score, but it was a play that should have been made.
How difficult is that play to make coming from first base with the ball over your shoulder like it was?
It's not. It was just he didn't get back there, but he's kind of just drifting with it. And I get it. He's not. You know, he hasn't been a first baseman for long, and it's, you know, one of the nuances, but that ball's got to be caught.
1-2 strikes to Shaunawell. Brady Singer laboring a little bit here in the third. All 2 strikes. Neto at second. That's golfed into center field. On the run is Friedel. He'll make the catch. 2 down in the third. And Mike Trout with a chance for the Angels. Walked in the first inning. 20 walks in the last 20 games for Trout. Check swing foul, and it's 0-1. Sees a lot of pitches, almost 4.5 pitches per plate appearance, the most in Major League Baseball. 1 ball, 1 strike for Trout. We talked about it earlier, though, EK. There are holes in the swing, places you can go to get Mike Trout.
You can go up top, and not a place that he does a lot of damage, but you got to be able to get there. Getting there is sometimes trouble.
Runner goes from second, and stealing third without a throw is Zach Neto. Like Brady Singer forgot he was out there. And Trout a swing and a miss. 2-2.
Singer has an opportunity now to go up in the zone with the sinker. Try and use Trout's aggressiveness against him.
The 2-2. 3-2. Neto at third. 2 out in the third. And that's a called third strike. Wow. Trout frozen and Singer thankful.
Great. Wait, why is Danny DeVito fishing in here?
Oh, that doesn't matter. This is a Jersey Mike's commercial. So what matters most is your sub and that sub bowl. Don't tell anybody about my secret spot. Where the subs matter most. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
With hotels and vacation rentals, Booking.com has something for everyone.
See, subs! You got anything more boutique?
Oui, right this way.
Now we're talking.
What about something more family friendly?
Maybe a resort with a water park?
Or somewhere less family friendly?
Yep, one Vegas hotel for the bride-to-be.
What if we hate everything?
We have free cancellation. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, Booking.com.
With 12 grams of protein in every serving, Quaker Protein Instant Oatmeal is there for active mornings. friendly competition, and big moves. Quaker, bring out the good.
Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. The sweet scent of a honeymoon in Fiji. Moisturized with vitamin B3.
You better not be using all the Old Spice.
Can you get my bag?
If you keep making that face, it's gonna stay like that.
Funny. I'm trying to get my own car insurance.
Well, that's easy. USAA.
I thought that was for the military.
And their families. Grandpa served, and he joined USAA. He shared membership with your mom, so she'll give it to you.
Really?
And they'll take good care of you.
USAA. Members who switched saved an average of $840 annually on auto insurance.
Everyone loves the new Jersey Mike's chocolate chunk mini cookies made with brown butter, baby. The camera person, the sound person.
First pitch wide of the zone to Matt McLean to start off the fourth inning for the Reds. A 2-1 lead for Cincinnati. McLean, Friedel, and Lux 9-1 and 2 in the order against right-hander Victor Medeiros. And a hard hit ball to short, but Neto there to pick it up on one hop and throw for out number one to retire Matt McLean.
Smoked it, 103 miles an hour, but again, another ball on the ground.
Back to the top of the order, T.J. Friedel, who's been on twice tonight. A single, a run scored, and a walk. First pitch swinging, and Friedel a liner to right. Well hit, but Adele is there. And two quick outs, very reminiscent of the second inning for Medeiros, and then ran into troubles after those first two quick outs.
Right, you mentioned that he had the two outs right away, and then he had a 5-pitch walk to Friedel, then a base hit. Again, just from a pitch count standpoint, it'd be nice to get back in the dugout as soon as possible.
Only 3 pitches so far in this fourth inning. Here's Gavin Lux. 1 ball, no strikes. Lux has had an excellent night. 2-run homer in the first, single in the second. The 1-0 to Lux. Missed inside, and it's 2-0. Medeiros has yet to enjoy a clean inning.
Two and one. Gavin helped him a little bit right there. In swing mode, 2-0, tried to ambush him there. Pitch wasn't a pitch that he really wanted to go after as far as good location.
It's a hard 3 2/3 inning so far for Medeiros. He's really had to work. But he's right in this ball game. The 2-1. Now 3-1 to Lux.
And to think both of those runs that he's given up, that was after the second hitter, right? And 2 hitters in, he's down 2-0, but since then he's navigated his way through this part of the game.
The 3-1, he puts a charge into this one, but it's going to stay in the park this time. Adele is there to make the catch. And a 1-2-3 inning for Victor Medeiros. 2-1 Reds.
Liquid Death is proud to announce that we're the official iced tea of Arizona because we went to Arizona, Nebraska, population 278. We met the self-proclaimed mayor. We went to the courthouse for a vote. We threw the whole town a party, and we secured Arizona's endorsement.
Liquid Death.
Liquid Death.
Liquid Death.
The official iced tea of Arizona, Nebraska.
So now Liquid Death is the official iced tea of Arizona, Nebraska.
What causes a curve down
Is it
there?
Peyronie's disease?
Is there somebody I can talk to or help?
I got somebody for that.
I got somebody for that. I got somebody for that.
You guys got somebody for Peyronie's disease?
There's hope for the estimated 1 in 10 men who may have Peyronie's disease, or PD. A urology specialist who treats PD can help you create a plan, including non-surgical options. Find somebody today at GoGetSomebody.com.
The Colonel believed his KFC chicken sandwich should be huge on flavor. Tender chicken, crisp pickles, but with a tiny $3.99 price. Oh, that crumb looks giant next to that tiny price. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. The $3.99 KFC chicken sandwich.
I'm the guy sitting next to your girl on the kiss cam.
And this game just got a lot more interesting.
Sheila? Mom?
Fire!
And if you don't have the right home coverage, you might have to kiss your savings goodbye. Let's go, beat it. So get Allstate, save money, and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Bro!
Today, let's stain with Bear.
Today we're
This
not.
is so great. I've been telling him for months.
There's been a lot of rain.
With Bear stains, your deck will have all-weather protection.
Oh.
Get the #1 rated stain at an everyday low price, only at the Home Depot.
Here's Taylor Ward to lead things off in the 4th inning for the Reds. A 2-1 ball game. Brady Singer and Victor Medeiros have both danced around a little trouble in this one. Kept it a 1-run ball game. And Singer, a couple of quick strikes to start off the at-bat of Ward. One ball, 2 strikes now on Taylor Ward at an RBI double in the 1st. Ward pops this one up to right. Marte sizes it up, makes the catch. 1 down in the 4th. Here's Moncada. 0 for 1 tonight. He lined into that double play. Spencer Steer making an outstanding grab and then the flip over to second for the double play as it's fouled away by Moncada. And there's nothing in 1. One and 1 the count. Chopper on the ground to McLean at second, and there's 2 away. Baseball is just heating up. Be a part of all of the excitement, action, and unforgettable moments. Scan the QR code or go to MLB.com/tickets and plan your ballpark visit. If you're on the West Coast, you're going to have a chance to see these Reds all across the West over the next month. One of 2 West Coast swings beginning for Cincinnati here tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one for him too, because it's when you're talking about West Coast, you're not talking about just coming back to Arizona. You're talking about coming to the West Coast. You're talking, the San Diegos, the LAs, back to Oakland. I shouldn't say Oakland, Sacramento.
This trip they start with the Angels, then they go to Phoenix, play the Diamondbacks, then back to Los Angeles to take on the Dodgers.
Yeah, it's almost like it's like a trick. You think you're heading east, and you're like, oh no, not so fast. Let's get you a little more West Coast.
Remaining schedule in Major League Baseball for Terry Francona's team. You can see the difference in this Red squad, though. It's an improved group under Terry Francona, and a group that's in the mix for a National League wildcard spot. The 1-2. Just missed. 2-2 on Adele. Seeing more high strikes called than the low strikes tonight. The 2-2. Lined into center, but that'll carry to a sliding TJ Friedel and back to back-to-back 1-2-3 innings as the starters settle in through 4.
It's mesmerizing. Cleaning that greasy mess with Dawn Platinum.
And not even scrubbing.
Well, fluff my feathers. It cuts through the slimy stuff better than their old dish soap, removing 99% of grease. That's why only Dawn is trusted to save wildlife.
Saturday on FS1, we got neighbors with bad blood. Every pitch is personal. Every swing is a statement. We got Ohtani and the Dodgers. And Machado and the Padres. Saturday at 8:30 Eastern on FS1.
Okay, so we go to Rome. It was us and friends and her boyfriend.
Yes, and the entire time I think that my boyfriend is going to propose. We go to dinner at a
Beautiful, beautiful restaurant.
romantic hole in the wall. He bends down on one knee. He's not taking a ring out there.
No, he's tying his shoe.
He goes to pay for dinner, but his credit card is not accepted there. So thankfully, I have my Sapphire Reserve card. At my non-proposal, I'm buying dinner.
For all of us, by the way.
It was really fun.
I mean, at least you got the points.
True. Silver lining.
I mean, that is huge.
Didn't get the husband, got the points.
US Cellular makes it easy to switch. Get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in.
We don't even have to trade in our teeth?
Nope.
I almost lost this one.
Get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. But only you can prevent wildfires.
Top of the fifth inning, a 2-1 ball game alongside Eric Karros and our entire Fox crew. I'm Kevin Kugler. Good to have you with us as the Reds and Angels battle in game one of this three-game series. Victor Medeiros will face Elly De La Cruz, Austin Hayes, and Noel V. Marte here in this fifth inning. De La Cruz 0 for 2 tonight, and a swing through that sinker evens the count 1-1.
Say it again, Medeiros has done a nice job after those first two hitters down 2-0. He's held them at bay. It hasn't been smooth, but we're here.
And De La Cruz lines that one fair into the right field corner. Elly De La Cruz can't fly, headed for second base. He'll make the turn, rounding for third, and he'll stand up with a triple to start this fifth inning. Hayes led off the third with a triple. De La Cruz leads off the fifth with a triple.
And you know you're fast when you hit a triple, and the triple is your rounding third, right? You're not sliding into it. Coach isn't telling you to get down. You're circling third to go like, okay, where's the ball? Man, what an athletic guy. Just so many different things he can do, so many ways he can beat you.
And he is one of those runners, EK, that is running very fast that you don't think is running fast when he's running. You know, there are just guys who glide around the base paths, and you never realize they're running as fast as they are until you look up and all of a sudden they're at third.
Right, just effortless. I mean, they've got the infield in right now. Obviously, nobody out. You're not going to challenge, but if there was anybody that could challenge, this would be the guy.
Fourth triple of the year for De La Cruz, the 21st of his career, and Hayes takes ball 2 inside. Now remember, in the third, when Austin Hayes tripled, Medeiros with the infield in got a pop up off the bat of Marte and a foul pop off the bat of Spencer Steer before he got out of the inning with no damage done. The 2-0, this is hit to right, should be deep enough to score the run. Adele makes the catch. Tagging at third is De La Cruz. He'll slide across the plate closer than you thought initially, but he scores the third Cincinnati run.
Hayes does a nice job. All he's trying to do is get the barrel on the ball, get it in the air, and again, if it has any type of distance whatsoever, it's going to be very difficult to get De La Cruz.
Pretty good throw. But this is what got him there. Watch him run around the base paths. Long strider, great speed.
I mean, it's actually, it's pretty to watch.
As Noelvi Marte singles with one out here in the 5th. Three-1 lead for the Reds. Medeiros with one out in the 5th inning. And Marte aboard at first as the bullpen just starting to stretch out for Los Angeles. If you're wondering the speed, home to third in 11.95 seconds for Elly De La Cruz.
I mean, some guys don't do that if they just went home straight to third base. Said, forget going to first and second.
Three balls, no strikes. That's if the wind's blowing in, EK. If it's blowing in, it's right in your face. That's tough. And a 4-pitch walk to Spencer Steer, and Medeiros running into some trouble here in the 5th inning, and that's going to prompt another visit from Barry Enright, and that's going to get the bullpen up and going for certain now for the Angels. Cincinnati with 3 runs on the board, and when they score 3 runs, that's been a pretty good recipe. And one of the big reasons for Terry Francona's team is the pitching staff. Over the last month, their starters have been 2nd in baseball to the Cubs in earned run average. The rotation all year has been in the top 8 in ERA. They get a good lead, and this Reds pitching staff, more often than not, when they're on top, they've made it hold up.
Yeah, I mean, that's really been the strength of this ball club. You look at last year, they were 16th in Major League Baseball in ERA. This year, they're the 5th best as far as when you're talking about the starting pitching. Really, that's why I think a lot of people feel that they can get to the postseason because of the starting staff.
First pitch a strike. The question with the Reds is going to be, do they have enough offense to navigate the schedule to help out that pitching?
Yeah, I mean, again, we talk about the 2 West Coast trips, and, you know, packaged in between is a 9-game homestand. So you think, all right, well, 9 games at home. But those 9 games are St. Louis, Toronto, and the Mets.
Toronto and the Mets also with a lot to play for, one would assume, in the first week of September when they come calling to Cincinnati. Trevino down 2 strikes, 2 on, 1 out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. You saw the bullpen and Jose Fermin starting to work down there for the Angels. The 1-2. Another foul ball. Reds are 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position tonight. As you look at the wild card standings, Cincinnati a 1.5 games behind those Mets, adding a little importance to that 3-game series in Cincinnati in early September. Fouled off the end of the bat. Marte at second with Steer at first. Another 1-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Good battle here between Medeiros and Trevino.
Yeah, Trevino just not going away again, Medeiros has him in a 1-2 situation. Maybe you throw something off the plate, try to get him to fish.
7th pitch of the at-bat here. Off the plate inside, he wouldn't bite, and it's 2-2.
Well, if ever he was looking for a ground ball, this is it, right? Ground ball, hope to turn 2, get back in that dugout.
Here's the 2-2. Tried to nibble on that outside corner, but Chris Conroy wouldn't give him the call, and the count's full 3-2.
Yeah, what a great at-bat coming up on the 9th pitch right now. Just waiting for Medeiros to make a mistake.
Three-two, popped it up foul and out of play. 10-pitch battle between Trevino and Medeiros here in the 5th. Medeiros ready for pitch number 10. A triple, a sac fly, a single, and a walk so far in the inning. Career high 91st pitch for Medeiros. And Trevino, a little looper, shallow center. It'll drop for a base hit. Teodosio picks it up with a bare hand off the bounce. Marte had to wait and see if he was going to get there. So everybody moves up 1, and the bases are loaded here in the 5th.
I mean, that is an unreal at-bat. And, you know, the thing is, if you're pitching, you're frustrated as heck. All the foul balls, and that thing is hit 74 miles an hour. That deserves to be an out. But on the flip side, if you're Trevino, you have battled, you fouled off a number of pitches. You were down in the count 1 and 2, and you feel like, hey, I deserve some love, and he got some. Bases are loaded.
And keep Ryan Hayes with a chance to break this one open, and he takes an inside strike, and it's 0-1. Never had a grand slam in his career, but a chance here in the 5th inning. Jose Fermin is ready if needed in the Angels' pen. Swing and a miss. Oh, he twists himself around on that sweeper, and it's 0-2. Reds as a team have 7 grand slams, second most in Major League Baseball. The 0-2 to Hayes with the bases loaded, and he popped him up on the infield. Shawnoel makes the grab for out number 2. And Medeiros trying to get out of a major jam with a minimal amount of damage here in the 5th inning.
Right, and this is kind of reflective of the Reds offense. We saw earlier in the game a leadoff triple. They were unable to score him. Leadoff triple this inning. Okay, yes, they score, but bases loaded, 1 out. And they get 2 outs, don't score. This is what's so frustrating. This is what keeps the Reds from being in that postseason conversation.
Somehow that's called ball 1.
Too much of the strike zone, Kev.
The 1-0. Popped him up. Gonna get out of the inning. Shawnoel makes the catch. And out of all that, 1 run. Reds leave them loaded, and Medeiros still in this one. Down 2.
Look out, 'cause here I come.
Ready to lose weight? Think Wegovy.
With Wegovy, I've lost 35 pounds.
I lost 46.
For the first time, I'm keeping the weight off.
I got this. I'm protecting my heart.
Wegovy is proven to lower the risk of major cardiovascular events.
Don't take if you or your family had MTC, MEN2, or if allergic to it. Tell your provider if you plan to have surgery or a procedure, are breastfeeding, pregnant, or plan to be. Stop taking and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or any of these allergic reactions. Serious side effects may include pancreas inflammation and gallbladder or severe stomach problems. Call your prescriber if you have any of these symptoms. Wegovy may cause low blood sugar in people with diabetes, especially if you take medicines for it. Call your prescriber if you experience vision changes, heart racing at rest, or any mental changes. Depression or thoughts of suicide may occur. Side effects of nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea can lead to dehydration, which may cause kidney problems.
Why wait?
Ask your prescriber about Wegovy today.
It's a big match for the National Women's Soccer League, and only the best will win.
Just blaze Godzilla bankroll, stones from Chile on. Yo, I ain't got it all. That means I'm barely home. Trailblazers, stay rolling with vengeance. My arts is crafty dogs. Why I stuck on Laffy Taffy, wondering. Get past me. I've been doing this before. Now it's dropping nasty.
Did you know people are 90% more likely to eat breakfast when they're with their crew? And at Wendy's, you can all have 2 of your select faves for just $3. Everyone gets what they want. Yeah, I totally made up that stat. $3 breakfast? Gotta be Wendy's.
Since the moment it was announced, everyone's had August 30th circled. The Arch Manning era kicks off with a playoff rematch for the ages as #1 Texas takes on defending national champion #3 Ohio State on Big Noon Saturday. What a way to get the season rolling. August 30th, only on Fox. Bottom of the 5th inning, a 3-1 Reds lead. 7, 8, 9 in the order for the Angels against right-hander Brady Singer, who has 3 runs of offensive support, but what might have been in this game. Lots of opportunities for the Reds to open up a larger lead, and somehow Victor Medeiros has been able to work out of jam after jam after jam and keep this just a 2-run ball game.
Yeah, the Reds tonight, offensively 1 for 8 with runners in scoring position. They've left 9 on base. And you hit it right on the head, Kev. Medeiros has just been dodging, weaving, bobbing. 95 pitches, 96 pitches, and he's given up 3 runs.
Patches O'Houlihan would be very proud of what Victor Medeiros was able to do tonight. Dodge, duck. The 2-2 on the ground to short. Ellie De La Cruz over to first for out #1. Christian Moore is retired. 6 in a row sent down by Brady Singer, who has found a little bit of a comfort level here in the 5th inning and really continuing what he's been able to do for a good portion of the season. We outlined his road woes, but so far not in evidence tonight as he goes for his career high 11th win of the season.
He came over in that Jonathan India trade. He's really done a nice job this year for the Reds. It's been solid.
Hard hit ball on 1 hop to De La Cruz. Good strong throw across. And there's 2 gone. 7 in a row retired by Singer, the former 1st-round pick of the Royals in the 2018 draft, as you see his line tonight.
Yeah, you see he's keeping his fielders involved. Only 1 walk, 1 strikeout. You know, when you do that too, the guys seem to play a little better defense because they're looking for something, not just standing around.
8 ground ball outs tonight. That left side of the infield's gotten some work, whether it's Key Brian Hayes or Ellie De La Cruz. Bryce Teodosio with 2 out and the bases empty. And quickly down 2 strikes.
And Teodosio, he hit that ball off Singer's foot. Brian Hayes came in and made a great play and able to get him at first.
Swing and a miss. He chased that slider out of the zone. And another 1-2-3 inning for Brady Singer, who leads by a pair.
Americans, we can do anything we want, except one thing. We just can't stop being American. So get out there, take your swing, rev your engines and let freedom ring, and never, ever, ever stop being American. Nothing stops America, and nothing stops Ram.
Right now, during the Ram Make This the Summer event, get 10% below MSRP or get 1.9% financing for 72 months on select 2025 Ram 1500 models.
We have down here and one up there.
Nope.
So I just kept going.
This is ours?
I just kept going.
The final reckoning is on digital.
So what's the play?
Watch it at home now.
That's our plan.
Mission Impossible. Buy it on digital now.
At Domino's, you can pick 2 medium 2-topping pizzas for $6.99 each. But we decided to give kids that worked up an appetite other items that cost around $6.99 each instead.
All right, who's hungry?
A little small.
Still hungry?
Yes.
All right, who likes pizza?
No matter how you slice it.
Pizza's way bigger than a burger. Can I get 2 slices?
You get more with Domino's $6.99 pizzas.
Wearing regular shoes feels this cramped. A glide step, wide fit, hands-free Skechers slip-ins feel like this. With Skechers slip-ins, just step in, no bending down, no touching my shoes. Try wide fit Skechers slip-ins.
People, they're good for squad goals and squad. People are good for these kinds of cheers and these kinds of cheers. Jim Beam, best enjoyed together. Official spirit of U.S. soccer.
Stream every out-of-market MLB game, now available at a new low price, $69.99. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv for details. Andrew Chafin coming on, 34th appearance of the year for the veteran left-hander, a 1-1 record and a 2.77 earned run average, relieving Victor Medeiros, who goes 5 hard innings tonight. Battled through jam after jam, gave up 3 runs. He's on the hook for the loss if the Angels can't rally, but it's Chafin who will try to hold the Reds right here as we start off the 6th inning with the top of the order, TJ Friedel.
He hit it right on the head with Medeiros, and you know, you've got to give him credit because he didn't have his great stuff. He did battle, and remember, after 2 hitters, the first 2 hitters of the game, he was down 2-0. Held the Reds to 1 the rest of the way.
Despite the fact that in the 2nd, the Reds left 2 men on. In the 3rd, they left 2 men on, and in the 5th, they left the bases loaded. To mention the 2 they left on in the 1st after the first 2 scored.
Right. You know, and it's is it a function of Medeiros doing a good job of avoiding damage, or is it a reflection of this Reds offense? And I think it's a combination of both.
2-1 hit hard on the ground. That's fair. Shonalo knocks it down, trying to beat him to the bag, and he's out. Chafin got to the bag, a toenail ahead of Friedel, and there's out number 1.
A lot of credit to Chafin for getting over there and being on the bag. Shonwell does a nice job. It takes an awkward hop. Here, I would have liked to have seen him just boom, turn, and throw. Underhands it, makes the play a little closer than it needed to be, but Chafin again, not assuming anything, and as a pitcher got over there and gave his first baseman a good target, able to record the out.
There's been a couple of times when you've written something in your book tonight that really doesn't seem to reflect the difficulty in the play. Like I have a double play, a 1-5-3 double play in here that's not quite reflected, and then
right.
You have a 1-3 ground out, or I guess I mean, it just doesn't seem like that it tells the whole tale when you look at your scorebook. Well, that play.
When I'm sure in your scorebook you write those numbers down, and then you can write next to it in English, hard play. Right, so you'll know.
And then I come back to it and I go, EK, that was a hard play. Don't give up all our secrets. We still got several innings to go. Tough hop to Logan O'Hoppe, and everybody will gather themselves a little bit. Here's Eric Karros. I'm Kevin Kugler. 6th inning, a 3-1 lead for the Reds. Swing and a miss. Lux down on strikes. First strikeout for Chafin, and there's 2 gone in the 6th.
Puts him away with that slider, and that's a pitch that he uses most, but he's a slider, sinker, he'll use that 4-seamer.
Here's Ellie De La Cruz. Wide of the zone for ball 1. Chafin working out there on the hill, 1-1. Cruz a triple and a run scored in the 5th inning. 2 balls and a strike on the Red shortstop.
And Chafin's last 2 outings have been pretty good. A's and the Dodgers. The previous one against the Dodgers prior to that good winning. Didn't throw all that well. Angels ended up winning the game. Angels ended up sweeping the Dodgers in that series.
And followed it up with 2 out of 3 in the losing column to the Athletics.
Yeah.
Just when you think you've figured out baseball. The 3-1. Swing and a miss, and it's 3-2.
But you talk about that, it's, you know, the Dodgers and the Padres had that huge series, and Dodgers ended up taking all 3 from San Diego. They go to Colorado, get beat tonight by the Rockies.
Some guy named Karros scored a run in that game.
Figure out baseball, huh, Kev?
The 3-2 to Hopper. Neto throws across, got De La Cruz by a step. And for the 2nd time tonight, the Reds are retired in order.
If your grandpa wears one of these, or if your wife wears this, you can count on USAA membership for the spouses, kids, and then grandkids of those who served. Count on us. Count on USAA.
With 12 grams of protein in every serving, Quaker Protein Instant Oatmeal is there for active mornings, friendly competition, and big moves. Quaker, bring out the good.
Power to get the job done. Technology to make it easier. Tried and tested quality to keep you moving forward. The only thing left to add is you. Then you'll understand how life is better on a Honda.
For Honda ATVs, Hawkeye Motorworks in Davenport. HawkeyeMotorworks.com.
It's the Quad Cities Used Car Summer Celebration at Highland Toyota. Choose from hundreds of SUVs, trucks, 4x4s, all-wheel drives, hybrids, certified and economy vehicles from just $99.75. Scan the QR code to claim discount. Buy a certified Toyota. Get a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. No payments for 90 days. Plus, Highland Toyota will pay top dollar to buy your used vehicle. Highland Toyota on John Deere Road and 53rd Street, Moline. Or HighlandToyota.com. We've got the inventory.
Brady Singer coming off his best inning, a 10-pitch 1-2-3 inning in the 5th, and he'll go to work against the top of the order here in the 6th inning. Trying to protect a 3-1 lead. Zach Neto, Nolan Shonwell, and Mike Trout, 1, 2, 3 for the Angels. Third time through the order against the right-hander Singer. And the first pitch tried to hold up, but it's a strike, and it's 0-1.
And you see by that swing that Singer still has that devastating sinker. That thing just bore in on Neto, and he couldn't stay off of it.
Neto with a bunt, that's foul. Quickly 0-2 to Zach Neto. His last time up in the third, he doubled and then stole third base. The 6th time he's stolen third base this year. Got a great jump and stole it without a play. No balls, 2 strikes on the talented Angel shortstop. 1-2. Brady Singer kind of turning those road stats we talked about earlier on their head. It really struggled this year away from Cincinnati, a 4-5 record and an earned run average over 6, but after the first inning he has really settled in here tonight. The 2-2 swung on and missed. Neto out on strikes for the first out of the 6th inning.
Third time through the lineup, the first hitter, and Singer just showing no effects at all. Puts Neto away right there. Again, talking about the strikeouts tonight. Singer, 3rd strikeout of the evening.
And now 9 in a row retired by Singer, who, remember, labored early. You see that 77 pitch count. That's not a bad number in the 6th inning. But he had to work a little bit early in this game. Pitches in the first inning, had an 18-pitch third, but last 3 have been really solid. Had 49 pitches on the board through 3 innings, and has since, in the 4th, 5th, and now 1 out into the 6th, sent everybody down in order. The 2-1, as we talk about that, Shonwell delivers a base hit to break the string, and the Angels will bring the tying run to the plate here in the 6th inning.
Shonwell, his 2nd base hit of the evening. The Angels just haven't mounted much offense at all. 1 for 4 with runners in scoring position coming into this inning. They've only left 2 on base.
Mike Trout, first pitch, chopper on the infield, tough play, everybody's safe. McLean charging from second, wanted to pick it clean. The only play he was going to have was to first. And with that second hop, you're not even sure he had that.
It almost looked like he tried to surround it a little bit and get himself moving towards first. Wasn't able to corral that ball. You see the glove, when it hits the ground, he almost closes it before the ball ever gets there.
Ruled a hit. Runners at first and second, only 1 out. And here's Taylor Ward, who doubled in the Angels' only run in the first inning.
So here's another situation where the Reds, it's not going to be an error, right? But they put themselves in a position where they could open the Angels up to scoring. And remember, the Angels scored their 1 run. Steer was unable to make a play in foul territory on a pop-up. Zach Neto ends up doubling, ends up scoring in that inning.
It's a great point, EK. And how many times this year has that been a situation that's plagued the Reds, whether it was an error or just a play not made? 2 on, 1 out. Can Brady Singer fight back in the inning? First pitch swinging, and Ward pops it to right. Marte makes that catch. There's 2 gone. That'll certainly help Singer to get past a tough hitter in Taylor Ward on 1 pitch.
Yeah, that's a huge out. Again, Ward is the run producer on this ball club. So dangerous. Tried to ambush him, didn't get him that time.
So it's up to Moncada in the 6th. The sinker called ball 1. 316 average with runners in scoring position. Shaunawell at second, Trout at first. A 3-1 lead for the Reds. And a fastball evens it up 1-1. Two down in the 6th. Held up his swing in time, and it's 2-1. Yoan Moncada. Three balls and a strike. Neither team's done much with runners in scoring position tonight. Joe Adell waiting on deck. The 3-1. Popped up. Left side, foul territory. That'll reach the seats, and the count's full 3-2. Runners will get a head start with 2 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Singer says, not so fast. Let's wait a minute. Three balls, 2 strikes. 2 out. Bottom of the 6th. There they go. And it's a cold 3rd strike. Moncada takes the fastball, and the inning is over. Singer out unscathed.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. With Skyrizi, feel symptom relief at 4 weeks. Many people were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 3 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Skyrizi.
Booking.com has all kinds of stays for those who love family resorts and for those who do not. There we go. Find exactly what you're booking for. Booking.com, booking.yeah.
The Colonel believed his KFC chicken sandwich should be huge on flavor. Tender chicken, crisp pickles, but with a tiny $3.99 price. Oh, that crumb looks giant next to that tiny price. The Colonel lived so we could chicken. The $3.99 KFC chicken sandwich.
You ever just look at them and think, yeah, I'm doing all right.
Stay 3 nights this summer at Best Western and get $50 off a future stay.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Motion sickness getting in the way of tonight's gig? Get targeted relief with Pepto-Nausea Motion Sickness, specifically designed to treat and prevent nausea for less drowsy and long-lasting relief. Not today, nausea. Pepto-Nausea Motion Sickness, targeted relief.
Gatorade has the #1 proven electrolyte blend, designed to hydrate better than water. Made to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel, so you can lose more sweat and earn a place in history. Gatorade. Is it in you? Peekaboo.
Jose Fermin enters this ballgame for the Angels. 3rd pitcher of the night for Los Angeles. 25th outing of the year, 2-2 record, a 6.30 earned run average for Fermin. And he will work against 4, 5, and 6. Austin Hayes, Noelvi Marte, and Spencer Steer in this Reds lineup. 3-1 lead for Cincinnati here, top of the 7th inning, looking to grab game 1 of this 3-game series and game 1 of a 3-city, 9-game West Coast swing. Austin Hayes, 2 for 2 with a sac fly and an RBI his last time up in the 5th. Chased that high fastball and fouled it back 1-1.
Live arm for me, getting up there 96, 97 miles an hour.
Mighty cut on that slider. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Another nasty slider from Fermin, and Hayes is out number 1 of the 7th.
Yeah, you see the movement on that pitch, and then you couple that with the velocity, 90, 91 miles an hour. The hitter just makes you really cognizant of that thing. It's almost like you got to lay off of it.
Rookie right-hander Fermin, just 23 years old. The first pitch is wide of the zone. He's learned the route from Salt Lake to Los Angeles and back a couple of different times this year. Just called up again yesterday by the Angels from AAA Salt Lake. 1-0. Hit foul off the bat of Noelvi Marte and evens it up 1-1. Fastball poked through the left side, and Marte with his second hit of the night. He's aboard with 1 out in the 7th. So Spencer Steer will get his first look at Jose Fermin. .7-mile-an-hour fastball is fouled away. Fermin with a pretty quick trip through the Angels minor league system. It's been under 2 years since they signed him as an international free agent out of the Dominican Republic, and more often than not that's a little longer road to take, but when you're throwing 97 and 98 you're fast tracked a little bit. Fermin up in under 2 years to the big league level.
Yeah, you mentioned though 23 years old. That, you know, the late part is, since when do you ever sign a Dominican kid at 21, right? Everybody signed at 17 and 18, 16, old, yeah. Right. You
can see what the Angels like about him in an era of velocity all over the place. He certainly has plenty to spare. Good frame, 6'3", 250 pounds essentially. 2 balls and a strike to Steer.
Well, the Angels have not been afraid to move pitching in their organization. If you can throw, you're going to get an opportunity at the big league level. They have shown that they are not afraid to get guys at the big leagues quick.
Good slider again, and it's 2-2. He's had some good movement on that slider, at least early in this outing. Walk and a single tonight for Steer. He's got Marte at first with 1 out. On the ground, left side. Runner was moving, so the only play for Neto is to first, and there's 2 gone with Marte going to second. It'll be up to Jose Trevino if the Reds are to add to the lead. A single and a walk tonight for Trevino, and a fastball for a strike from Fermin.
But Trevino had an unreal at-bat in his last appearance, 10-pitch at-bat. Ended up with a little bloop single.
Fastball at the top of the zone for strike 2.
That's where he ended up loading the bases. The Reds did with 1 out, unable to score or add on.
Connor Phillips working in the pen. Looks like the night may be done for Brady Singer. The 0-2 from Fermin. Fastball, this one fouled away. Check swing, and he got a piece of that one. Stays alive, 0-2. Missed with the slider this time. 1-2 now on Trevino. Chase that one in the dirt. The slider gets Trevino to go fishing, and the inning is over as we stretch in LA.
Cancer isn't me. It's something I treat. And the less time I spend treating my cancer, the better. This is me.
Discover an injectable immunotherapy, Opdivo Qvantig, for certain previously treated adults whose kidney cancer has spread. Unlike an infusion that takes 30 minutes, Opdivo Qvantig lets you receive treatment quickly in as little as 3 minutes. Opdivo Qvantig is an immunotherapy that works with your immune system to help fight cancer. Opdivo Qvantig can cause your immune system to harm healthy parts of your body during and after treatment. These problems can be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, eye problems, extreme tiredness, changes in appetite, thirst, or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain or fever. Report severe or persistent muscle or joint pain. Tell your doctor if you have myasthenia gravis or Guillain-Barré syndrome. Immune system problems include Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or lupus. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems, if you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant or receive chest radiation. Opdivo Qvantig can harm your unborn baby.
A chance to live longer. A treatment that's faster.
Ask your doctor about Opdivo Qvantig. See OpdivoQvantig.com for more information.
People, they're good for squad goals and squad. People are good for these kinds of cheers and these kinds of cheers. Jim Beam, best enjoyed together. Official spirit of U.S. soccer.
Today, let's stain with Bear.
Not today, we're
This
not.
is
so great. I've been telling him for months. There's been a lot of rain.
With Bear stains, your deck will have all-weather protection.
Oh.
Get the #1 rated stain at an everyday low price, only at the Home Depot.
Introducing Taco Bell's $3 steak burritos. From the zesty Chipotle Ranch to the indulgent cheesy melt. We call them rich, but they're just $3. New $3 steak burritos, only at Taco Bell.
With 2 races to go, newly crowned 4-time champion Alex Palou continues his quest for a record 10-win season and the most dominant run in IndyCar history at the Milwaukee Mile Sunday at 2 Eastern, only on Fox. New pitcher is Connor Phillips, the right-hander taking over for Brady Singer, who went 6 good innings tonight. Called up from AAA Louisville on Sunday. He's in his 5th game overall this year with a 1-0 record and an earned run average a tick above 7. Joe Adele at the plate, and the count evens up 1-1.
Yeah, Phillips a live arm 55% of the time. He's going to come at you with that four-seamer. You just saw that right up there around 98 miles an hour. Likes that sweeper as well.
One ball, 1 strike to Adele. That's a strike, according to Chris Conroy behind the plate, and it's 1-2. And a called 3rd strike. Adele out on strikes for the first out here in the bottom of the 7th. Christian Moore 0 for 2 tonight. Hit into a double play and grounded out. It's the sweeper for a strike, and it's 0-1. To diving Ellie De La Cruz, and a base hit for Christian Moore.
He lays out almost with that extendo arm, but still unable to grab that. Angels have a little something going here, huh?
O'Hoppe trying to keep it going. 2 groundouts tonight for Logan O'Hoppe, and the first pitch is fouled back. He's really struggled, EK. 128 over the last 11 games this season. But you see the power, it's there. 18 home runs, he's driven in 42.
He's a guy that if it's inner half, he's going to get you. But if it's anything middle away, he just hasn't shown that he can make the adjustment. If you're a pitcher, you've got a scouting report. The way to attack O'Hoppe, just stay away.
So out there, chase that one out of the zone, low and away. The 0-2 now to O'Hoppe. Sweeper caught a good portion of the outer half of the plate, and he fouls it to stay alive. Luis Rengifo waiting on deck. Ball, 2 strikes to O'Hoppe. Moore aboard at first. 1 out in the Angels' 7th. Swing and a miss. He chased that one out of the zone. He is out. And there's 2 gone in the 7th. O'Hoppe swung at one in the opposite batter's box.
Yeah, we talked about it. The weakness is away, and obviously ball gets by, goes to the backstop, but because there's a runner on first, he cannot advance. The runner at first, though, can advance, and he gets himself into scoring position.
Moore to second, but 2 gone. And the pinch hitter is indeed the aforementioned Luis Rengifo. Wide of the zone for ball 1. .250 the average for Rengifo. He does have 7 home runs. He's driven in 32. The 1-0. And it's 2-0 from Phillips to Rengifo. Bullpen working again for the Angels. Brock Burke, the lefty. Carson Fulmer, the right-hander. And a fastball for a strike. Rengifo was a pinch hitter's 2 for 5 this year.
Phillips really getting it in there. 98 miles an hour at the knees. Got a devastating sweeper.
Isn't it crazy, EK, to see where the game has gone? That 98 miles an hour is almost commonplace now, right? Three balls and a strike. And there's ball 4. Rengifo draws the walk. So now first and second to the top of the order with Zach Neto, and now a visit from Derek Johnson, the Reds pitching coach, to talk to Connor Phillips with a 2-out jam.
You just mentioned the velocity and where the game has gone, and absolutely. But it still comes down to, can you throw strikes? I mean, I don't care. You throw 110 miles an hour, you can't get it over the plate or can't get location. You know, that's great when you go to the showcase camps, but it's not going to get the job done. And he finds himself in trouble now, having walked Rengifo. say it over and over again, that the velocity allows for you to make mistakes, but it's all about location, location, location.
That has not changed in the game. Zach Neto looking for one in a good location to hit here. 2 on, 2 out, 2-run ball game in the 7th.
He's going to jump on a first pitch fastball if he gets it.
He got it, but way low, and it's 1-0.
This is where I feel like if you're Phillips here, you've got to use that off-speed stuff. I just don't think you're going to beat Neto on a fastball.
Fastball at the knees for a strike. That ball working quickly, the lefty getting loose for the Reds. And Neto puts a charge in this one to center field. Friedel at the wall makes the catch. Zach Neto just missed a 3-run homer. Instead, it's still 3-1 Reds.
Liquid Death is proud to announce that we're the official iced tea of Arizona because we went to Arizona, Nebraska, population 278. We met the self-proclaimed mayor. We went to the courthouse for a vote. We threw the whole town a party, and we secured Arizona's endorsement.
Liquid Death.
Liquid Death.
Liquid Death.
The official iced tea of Arizona, Nebraska.
So now Liquid Death is the official iced tea of Arizona, Nebraska.
We welcome you to a beautiful East Lake Golf Club end of the road for the FedEx Cup season.
This is the FedEx Cup playoffs. And this year, tough just got tougher.
Top 30 from this season, they earned their way into East Lake.
May the best win. It's straight up.
Design you feel in every detail. Technology as innovative as it is effortless. These are luxuries you don't have to wait for. This is Buick, now. Buick, exceptional by design.
Get 0.9% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days on these 2025 Buick models. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get up to $3,000 allowance on Encore GX.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field. Together.
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 Top of the 8th inning, the Reds hanging on to a 3-1 lead over the Angels. Zach Neto gave it a ride, but came up just short to center. And now enter Carson Fulmer, the former 8th overall draft pick by the Chicago White Sox, on for his 12th appearance of the year out of the Angels' pen.
Yeah, it doesn't rely on any single pitch. Four-seamer about 30% of the time. Changeup, sinker, slider. He's a hitter you got to protect against everything. Can't sit on any certain pitch.
8, 9, and 1 in the Reds lineup. Hayes, McLean, and Friedel. And a chopped foul. Luis Rengifo, by the way, stays in to play center field, and it's a fan on the field. You hear the roaring in the background. He has now been tackled in center field and will get to spend some quality time with the local constables. So while they usher him out of the stadium, we get a chance to look again at some of the great defense from the guy at the plate right now, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Yeah, funny because it's ironic. He's up at the plate and we're showing defensive highlights, but that's kind of been the story of his career. a much more dynamic defensive player than he has been up at the plate. And again, it's, you know, he signed to a multi-year deal with Pittsburgh. He just never developed into that hitter, but defensively, he is the best defensive third baseman in the game. I mean, you talk about all the metrics and how you measure it now, he's at the top of every board.
Carson Fulmer will throw an extra pitch just to stay loose. Everybody's back where they're supposed to be, and Key Brian Hayes will go back into the right-hand batter's box. The 0-2 from Fulmer is high for a ball. Hayes and McClain, the only Reds without a hit tonight. They're 0 for 6 combined in the 8 and 9 spots in this Reds lineup. 1-2 pitch. Hittable fastball, and Key Brian Hayes just missed it. Ball 2 strikes. Now 2-2. Carson Fulmer, the former National Pitcher of the Year when he pitched collegiately at Vanderbilt. Drafted by the White Sox, number 8 overall in 2015. And Hayes on a line to center, and coming in is Rengifo, and he misplayed it. Over his head and all the way to the wall. Hayes around second, on his way to third. He's got a triple, the third of the night for the Cincinnati Reds, and they've got a runner at third with nobody out.
One of the dangers when they took Teodosio out, you put Rengifo out in the outfield. Again, a solid utility guy, but not a center fielder. But he's forced to be out there. Takes a few steps in. Once he realizes that that's not happening for him, he jogs out there to the wall, and Reds have a guy at third again. It's the third time this evening. Nobody out. They're 1 for 2 in scoring after leadoff triples tonight. First time since 2019 to have 3 triples in a game. Infield in again, as it has been both after the Hayes triple in the third and the De La Cruz triple in the 5th. Two balls and a strike. Remember, Fulmer had Hayes down 0-2 before that fan ran onto the field, and there was that delay. Next thing you know, a couple pitches later, he got a guy on third.
Now 2-2 to McClain. It'll be interesting to see what Terry Francona does at the back end of this, if it's a save situation. Emilio Pagan blown a save in each of the last 2 games, and Francona said he's pitched him too much. Here's Rengifo, another opportunity. He'll make the play on this one, but an easy sac fly as Hayes will walk home with the Reds' 4th run of the night. RBI number 40 on the year for Matt McClain, and it's a 4-1 ball game. To the top of the order at TJ Friedl. Chopper, Fulmer dives, smothers, throws to first in time. Good defensive play by Carson Fulmer on the hill, and there's 2 away.
A nice job to just smother that ball. Takes his time and grabs it with his bare hand.
There's Gavin Lux. Good night for Lux. 2 for 4. That 2-run homer got the Reds up to a 2-0 lead. The first 2 batters of this ball game. They have not looked back since. 91-mile-an-hour fastball at the knees for a strike to start this at-bat. On the ground, back to Fulmer. Back-to-back plays on the hill for Fulmer, but the triple to lead things off ends up scoring the 4th Reds run.
Music up, doors off, shades on. Jeep, this is how summer rolls. Jeep, there's only one.
Right now during the Jeep Make This the Summer event, well-qualified lessees can lease a 2025 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon gas model for $411 a month. Hurry, this great offer ends September 2nd.
With hundreds of sales every week, eat well for less at Whole Foods Market.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on home insurance by checking Allstate first.
First night in the new house.
Yes. Like you know to check the neighbors first before buying a house.
What was that? What?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Kellogg's cereal. Grain, sugar, salt, malt. That's it. Plus vitamins and minerals. Oh, and ice cold milk.
Everyone loves the new Jersey Mike's chocolate chunk mini cookies made with brown butter, baby. The camera person, the sound person, even the person who lives in my pocket.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It all comes down to this. The final battle for the championship heads to Lift Off Michigan.
Oh, yes!
The second round tees off Saturday at noon Eastern, and the final round is Sunday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, live on Fox.
Your team, your players, baseball your way. Get personalized highlights and push notifications just for you. Download the MLB app today. I get notified every time Eric Karros is on a game. Set up that notification. Luis May in for his 22nd game of the season.
You know, you get that notification, that just reminds you're working.
That's usually
reminds you. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got a game tonight.
Oh yeah, I am with Eric. 2, 3, 4 in this Angels lineup. Nolan Shawnawell, followed by Mike Trout and Taylor Ward against Luis May. And the 2-1 to Shawnawell. 3-1 now. The Angels are going to make their move. You figure this is the inning to do it with the heart of the order coming up.
Heart of the order, a youngster on the mound as well, right? At 19 innings pitched this year, 21 strikeouts. And you got to get 3 up here. He's excited.
Strikes, right? Been something the Angels have been good at this year, coming from behind. 23 wins at home as a come from behind variety, 35 in all. And the 3-2 is fouled away.
May a live arm, 99, 100 mile an hour guy, and it's straight sinker. Kind of, I can't say straight sinker. A lot of movement though, but 74, 75% of the time.
Reaching for that one, and there's May. Everybody fielding their position on the mound. It's 3 straight ground balls back to the mound, dating back to the last 2 outs of the top half of the inning. There's Mike Trout. Not sure if 3 straight ground balls back to the mound is considered a Major League Baseball record, but it's the first time it's happened tonight. 1 out to Trout, and he takes the pitch inside for ball 1. Ball 1 strike to Trout. Chase that one out of the zone. 1-2.
A live arm. He running that sinker at 100, just bearing in on you. He's gone up and into Mike twice and then drops that slider on him. And May right now,
ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, May with the location, that slider's been down and away, and he's been hitting that spot. That sinker up and in, and as a hitter, it's just so difficult to try and cover both spots.
Did he go around? No swing. Some pain. Umpiring at first said Trout did not go. What do you think?
I would agree with the umpire. In that mood.
The 2-2. That's a rare move, right? Two balls, 2 strikes. And now ball 3. 4-1 lead for the Reds. Angels trying to rally late. Be remiss, EK, if I didn't congratulate you. Tonight, your 335th national telecast as a Major League Baseball analyst, passing Pee Wee Reese for 10th all time.
Right? Brooklyn Dodger Hall of Famer. It's a lot of talking.
Nothing like a cup of gelato to cool off those vocal cords. The 3-2, and that's lined to right field, but right there is Marte, and there's 2 away. Proud to say it's the 7th time this year that I've gotten to team up with you on a broadcast. So 7 of those 335 were less than memorable for you, but I'm sure you've enjoyed the others. 1 ball, no strikes.
Oh, so good.
To Taylor Ward.
One of the few times Ward has come up without runners on tonight. I like this man. I mean, I did not realize how good this young man's arm is. And the location has been pretty efficient.
Really has. And consistently 99 and 100 miles an hour. He dropped in that slider at 87. Stark contrast. 3-1 though to Ward.
I just get done saying that, and we're 1 pitch away from a walk.
Okay, and there's the
take
walk.
that all back, right? It's
so 2 down, bottom of the 8th. Runner at first as Yohan Moncada will get a chance.
And this is where you got to be careful if you're May. If you leave that sinker out over the plate, you know, Moncada can jump on. I think this is where you got to attack him with the slider.
Fastball wide of the zone for ball 1. Two and all of a sudden, Luis May has lost his compass.
Yeah, 7 straight balls. If
you're Moncada, you're just sitting on something right down the middle part of the plate. Two balls and a strike to Moncada.
You know, that's what you were talking about a little earlier, Kevin, when you were talking about velocity. And the whole thing with velocity is it allows you to get away with mistakes. And that 2-0 pitch was right down the middle, but 99, Moncada couldn't catch it.
Here's the 2-1 and catches this one on a line to right center field. It'll drop in for a base hit. Stopping at second is Ward with 2 out. First and second now, and the tying run coming to the plate in the 8th inning for the Angels. Here comes Terry Francona, and he's going to make a pitching change. Scott Barlow has been loosening in the Reds' pen, and it'll be Barlow who comes on to take over for Luis May. The inning started well for the young right-hander. A little bit of late trouble forces a move to the pen.
Opening day. Another chance to chase the grill. That wonderful feeling of maybe. Just maybe.
Call it in the air.
This will be the one. Have an opening day every day at Arena Club.
Dad, this guy says that we act like Gillette Labs is some miracle, but it's just another razor?
Gillette Labs ain't a miracle, but it sure as heck ain't my old razor. It's Gillette's best shave. And with up to 30 shaves per cartridge, I'm spending less. Its ultra-sharp blades last 50% longer.
And give you a fresh blade feeling time after time.
Time after time after time. Gillette Labs, the best a man can get.
Keeps getting better.
Making beach towels. Now that's serious business. The guys at SandCloud chose a serious business card. The Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One. Their business earns unlimited 2% cash back on everything they buy. Like this fabulous fabric. They get big purchasing power so their business can spend more and earn more.
Our 2% cash back helped us build our retail store.
You need a place to sell all these great looking towels. What's in your box?
We've never seen anything quite like this. This is going to be a war right now.
Thursday, it's Baseball Night in America on Fox. No rivalry burns brighter.
Bench is clear.
Boston versus New York. Now, Bregman leads the Red Sox against Judge and the Yankees. Or Astros, Orioles. It's a special Baseball Night in America, Thursday at 7 Eastern on Fox.
61st appearance of the year for Scott Barlow, the oft-used right-hander, a 6-1 record with an earned run average of 3.62. Comes into a situation with 2 on, 2 out. The tying run at the plate in the form of Joe Adell, and the first pitch in for a strike with the slider.
A little bit of everything. Sweeper, four-seamer, slider, curve, sinker. Throws those all about anywhere from 18 to 30% of the time. As a hitter, again, so difficult to try to just sit on a pitch.
Only Jansen up just in case. One ball, one strike to Adell, and it's low and away, ball 2. Third different pitcher Joe Adell has seen tonight. Cut 2-2. Swing and a miss. Barlow with the strikeout. And the inning is over as the Angels leave 2 in the 8th.
People, they're good for squad goals and squad
People are good for these kinds of cheers and these kinds of cheers. Jim Beam, best enjoyed together. Official spirit of U.S. soccer.
My Relax Fit hands-free Skechers slip-ins are magical. They turn me into relaxed Andy.
Relax. Howie's here.
There's no bending down, no touching your shoe.
Can I try?
Oh!
Give me some of that flavor, Martha.
Go hands-free with Skechers slip-ins.
If you keep making that face, it's gonna stay like that.
I'm trying to get my own car insurance.
USAA. Grandpa was in the military. He shared membership with your mom so she could share with you. Easy.
USAA. Check if you're eligible today.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the Office of the Commissioner of Baseball and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent.
Make your hard-earned dollars go further during the Labor Day sale at Furniture Row. Shop today, because the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Plus find huge discounts on living, dining, bedroom, and save 30% on our Denver mattress lineup. Check out doorbusters while they last. And make your cash go further with 60 months, no interest. Shop the largest selection at the lowest prices guaranteed. The Labor Day sale on now at Furniture Row.
Power to get the job done. Technology to make it easier. Tried and tested quality to keep you moving forward. The only thing left to add is you. Then you'll understand how life is better on a Honda.
For Honda ATVs, Hawkeye Motorworks in Davenport. HawkeyeMotorworks.com.
2 runs in the first for the Reds has held up all the way to the 9th inning. A 4-1 lead now as Carson Fulmer back on the hill for the Angels to face De La Cruz, Hayes, and Marte in the 9th inning. 3 lead-off triples tonight for Cincinnati. They've scored on 2 of the 3. It's the first time since May 8th, 1965. First pitch low to De La Cruz, and it's 1-0. By the way, those 1965 triples, Pete Rose, Veda Pinson, Derek Johnson. For those who are wondering, if you didn't see that game in 1965 on FS1, there you go. The 2-0 is swung on and missed, and it's 2-1. Two and two. Called, third strike. Good pitch from Fulmer. De La Cruz frozen at the plate for out number 1.
He'd thrown him previously 2 changeups, and it goes with the 4-seam fastball. De La Cruz just unable to pull the trigger, just froze.
One down for Hayes. First pitch in the air to right. Long run for Adele, but he gets there to make the catch. 2 down in the 9th inning. If you're looking ahead to the Angels' 9th, it's the lower third of the order. Morrow, Hoppy, and Rengifo in the bottom of the 9th inning. The question was asked earlier if we'd see Emilio Pagan in a save situation. There is no activity in the pen. Looks like Terry Francona is going to stick with trying to give his valuable closer a little bit of a rest after blowing saves in each of the last couple of games. Marte even in the count, 1-1. 2 for 4 tonight at the plate. Two balls, 2 strikes. Five in a row retired by Fulmer, 25 pitches. Going to close out the top of the ninth. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled away.
You know, we go back to those triples that the Reds have tonight, and you know, specifically Fulmer gave up a leadoff triple and run, but 2 of those triples were inadvertent. I'd say that's the polite way. Little outfield misjudgment.
Marte, did he go? Yes, he did. Marte out on strikes. An inadvertent swing by Noelvi Marte sends us to the bottom of the ninth.
Years of hard work, decades of dedication, committed to giving back. You've been there, done that, and you're still here for more. So now that you're 50 or older and at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia and IPD, be proactive with Capvaxive, a vaccine specifically designed for adults to help protect against pneumonia, an invasive disease caused by certain types of pneumococcal bacteria. Capvaxive is the only vaccine that helps protect against the strains that cause 84% of IPD in adults 50 or older, compared with up to 52% by other pneumococcal conjugate vaccines. Don't get Capvaxive if you're allergic to the vaccine or its ingredients. Tell your doctor if you have a weakened immune system. Common side effects include injection site reactions, feeling tired, headache, muscle aches, and fever. Whether you've had another pneumococcal vaccine or not, ask your doctor or pharmacist about Capvaxive.
So what are you thinking?
I'm thinking about our honeymoon.
What about Africa? Safari. Swim with elephants.
Hot air balloon rides.
Lions growling in the
Giraffes that come in through your window.
Wait,
can we afford a safari?
Great question. Like everything, takes a little planning.
Or put the money towards a down payment.
With enough room for a baby?
Babies.
Baby.
Let's take a look at those scenarios.
JP Morgan Wealth Management has advisors in Chase branches and tools like Wealth Plan to help keep you on track. When you're planning for it all, the answer is JP Morgan Wealth Management.
Dinner's easy tonight. Wings to go.
We got boneless buffalo wings, garlic parmesan, sweet chili, and a whole stack of napkins in case it gets messy. Right, Pop?
I've been eating wings since before you had teeth.
Upset stomach? Iberogast. Indigestion? Iberogast. Bloating? Iberogast. Thanks to a unique combination of herbs, Iberogast helps relieve 6 digestive symptoms to help you feel better. 6 digestive symptoms, the power of nature. Iberogast.
Bottom of the ninth inning. Reds trying to grab game 1 of this series and game 1 of a 3-city West Coast swing. 4-1 the advantage as Christian Moore will lead things off. He singled his last time up in the 7th. And Scott Barlow, who came on in the 8th inning, starts off the 9th inning with ball 1. Two and 0 on Christian Moore.
Yeah, it's a save situation, but the best kind. You've got a 3-run lead. If you're Scott Barlow, you're just trying to throw strikes.
And there's one there, 2-1.
I mean, you don't have to get cute. What you don't want to do is allow any of these guys at the bottom of the lineup to get anything going, because then you turn this thing over, and then you have to face Neto, Shanwell, and Trout.
Swing and a miss. There's O'Hoppe waiting on deck. 0 for 3 tonight for O'Hoppe. Rengifo walked his only plate appearance tonight. The 2-2. Dropped it just off the edge of the plate, and a full count to start off the 9th inning.
Really a good take by Moore on that last pitch.
3-2. Swing and a miss. Barlow got it. Fastball, inner third of the plate, and Moore is down swinging. There's one out now for Logan O'Hoppe. Wave and a miss at the curve. They have lived low and away from O'Hoppe tonight. Tried again. No swing this time.
Well, we said it earlier. You can just go out, out, more out. You know, the problem is if you miss on the inner part, he's going to punish you.
18 home runs this year for the Angels catcher. Came inside, popped it up. A lot of room and foul ground off to the right, but it'll reach the seats. He's very excited. Saved it before it fell into the dugout. The 1-2 to O'Hoppe. Swing and a miss. The sweeper got him swinging. 3 straight strikeouts for Barlow dating back to the 8th inning, and there's 2 gone.
Right, all 3 swinging and come in and made Terry Francona's life a little easier.
Emilio Pagan a night off, and Barlow looking for the first save of the season, his first. And Luis Rengifo, who in the 7th, the last hope for the Angels in game 1 of the series. One and one. Reds entered tonight a game and a half back of the Mets for the final spot in the wild card. Very much alive in this one with a tough schedule to go. 1-2 now to Rengifo, and the Angels down to their final strike. 2 more in Anaheim, 3 in Arizona, 3 in Los Angeles against the Dodgers to close this trip for the Reds. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rengifo waiting, and the pitch is low, and it's 2-2. Balls, 2 strikes. Top of the order, Zach Neto next.
I mean, this has just got to be a fastball right down the middle part of the plate. Don't get cute.
(3-2). Missed. Ball 4. Angels need another base runner to bring the tying run to the plate in the 9th. And Zach Neto, who his last time up just missed a 3-run homer in the 7th inning, comes up with 1 on and 2 out. He hit it to the deepest part of the park. It left his bat and went 396 feet. The problem is that it is over 400 feet to get it out of here.
Yeah, this pitch out of the zone, and again, this part of the game, got a guy like Neto up at the plate, pivotal at bat. Yeah, he should be sitting 2-0 right now. Instead, 1-1 changes the whole complexion of the bat. Yeah.
Yep. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a strike 2. And now again, the Angels down to their final strike. 25th pitch for Barlow here. Swing and a miss. Neto out on strikes. Barlow gets 3 Ks in the 9th, and the Reds match a season-high 6 games over 500, taking Game 1 of the series in Anaheim 4-1.
Well, as it has been as of late, it's been about the Cincinnati Reds pitching. Brady Singer went out through a gem, 6 innings pitched, only 1 earned run, and then the bullpen was just shut down. Barlow closing it out with 4 straight strikeouts, all swinging. Reds did just enough offensively, keeping pace in that wild card.
Singer with a career-high 11th win. Barlow with his first save of the season. And the Reds get the 4-1 win. For Eric Karros and our entire Fox Sports crew, this is Kevin Kugler saying so long. Thanks for watching MLB on FS1.
This is Pato Award. His last name's Irish, but his first words were... Pato's the fastest 25-year-old on 4 wheels. He's tasted every kind of victory, except for the lactose variety. Pato looks like a one-man boy band. He charms like a British spy. He smells like burnt rubber. And he doesn't have fans. He's got groupies. So whether you love him or love him, take a look at the next face of IndyCar. This is Pato Award. Welcome to the fastest racing on Earth.
Welcome to 99 to Beat.
America's original extreme sport is on Fox Nation.
What a ride!
PBR Friday Night Live, streaming live every Friday on Fox Nation.
Saturday on FS1, we got neighbors with bad blood. Every pitch is personal. Every swing is a statement. We got Ohtani and the Dodgers. And Machado and the Padres.
This place explodes!
Saturday at 8:30 Eastern on FS1.
It all comes down to this. The Live Golf Team Championship in Michigan, live on Fox.
Pushing perfection.
Rahm, Bryson, and Brooks lead their teams in a win-or-go-home event.
Oh, yes!
The final battle for the championship heads to Live Golf Michigan. The second round tees off Saturday at noon Eastern, and the final round is Sunday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. Live on Fox.
I'm a tennis player, but I'm more than just an athlete.
It's a big risk to take, putting your entire career on hold to go through a pregnancy.
I'm gonna have to fight really hard. You just gotta keep on going. Do it. Nothing is ever over, and you're never out of the game.
The story for this team has yet to be written. We've never seen anything quite like this. Arch Manning, what a throw! This is gonna be a war.